Which quarterback were you impressed with most, Brady or Luck? Max Kellerman, you may start.
The answer is Andrew Luck. And what people will do is look at the result of the game and then immediately attribute the win or the loss exclusively, essentially, to the quarterback. But the fact is, Brady's defense looked much better. Brady has still not fallen off the cliff. I will give him that. That was his second genuinely good game this season.
Thank you.
But Andrew Luck, 2 out of 5. He's played 5 games. 2 have been exceptional. The others not so much. But Andrew Luck is the guy where if you're really trying to isolate quarterback play, deserves more credit. Look, he is playing with a bum shoulder, so he's not really throwing the ball down the field the way he can when he's healthy. But he was throwing the ball into tight windows incredibly accurately and was putting mustard on those short throws. You know, I was wondering why maybe they wouldn't take a few more shots farther down the field, considering the mustard he was getting on some of those shorter throws. But it was into tight windows consistently. Look, he missed a couple receivers throughout the game, maybe 3 or 4 throws a little high. Nothing terrible. I mean, all interceptions in that game, including Brady's, are like, they shouldn't be called interceptions. They should be called fumbles or something. When you hit the receiver and they don't hang on to the ball, that's not the quarterback's fault. But Andrew Luck was extremely impressive. And now consider this. No running game, no real receivers right now, no defense, and the Patriots have Bill Belichick, who schemed for them really well, and always, it's the greatest coach in the history of football, whose defense for the first time didn't look like their feet was stuck in cement. I mean, Luck was playing the better defense. Brady had more weapons, but if you look strictly at performance, Luck was very, very impressive.
Okay. Go ahead, Will.
Okay. I can go now?
You can go now.
Oh, okay.
And don't look at me that way.
The only
Just
thing saving you, the only thing saving these antics that you are putting out here on national television this morning is the inanity of Max. That's a word, right? Inanity?
I think so.
I'm
not
so.
sure. Let's ask
you
Max.
got it, Will. Go ahead.
Let's ask
Was that
Max.
right, Max?
Got it.
He would know. He would
know that.
Wait,
right.
did you mean genius? If you meant genius,
No,
yes, you got it right.
I surely didn't mean that. You might know your vocabulary words, but you don't know your football, Max. In fact, you're so off base. The fact that you could watch that game, to look at that game and come away with who was more impressive, Brady or Luck, deserves such a deep psychological dive, an analysis of how one could come to the conclusion it's Luck, that it only could reside in the place of, I don't know, something went wrong very, very deep inside of you, okay? Good for you. Lucky for you, I'm here to give you that.
By the way, you spent about the first 45 seconds being insulting and disrespectful to Max. Just make your football point. Continue.
Wait till I get to you. Max, here's the deal. We all fall in love from time to time. You know, we have our predilections, our biases. You know, I think I've shown a little bit of favoritism on occasion, but not too often towards the Cowboys. But you have clearly
give yourself less credit,
for
Will.
Luck.
Don't interrupt him, Max. Go ahead, Will.
You clearly fallen for Andrew Luck, man. Okay, and look, maybe I have a little predilection for Tom Brady, but let's look at the difference here. I like a guy who's won 5 Super Bowls, is the greatest of all time, and surpassed 500 touchdowns last night, becoming only the 3rd quarterback of all time to ever pass for over 500 touchdowns. You like a guy who's, yes, talented and congenial, and everybody wants to root for Andrew Luck, but to be quite honest, has fallen short of the hype so far. Last night, Tom Brady was a surgeon. Max, at one point, he was 22 of 26. He was absolutely picking apart the Indianapolis Colts. It wasn't even funny. It was like, oh, there he is again. Oh, the guy that's flying over the cliff, who sprouted wings and is mocking Max Kellerman from 3,000 feet. That was Tom Brady last night. The 2 interceptions he had, by the way, this needs to be said. They were not his. They shouldn't even be on the box score.
Agreed.
Take it and mark it out.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And by the way,
it was an excellent game from Brady. Wait, Will, it was an excellent game from Brady. I'm not saying it wasn't. Only his second truly excellent game this season out of 5, but it was excellent. Those interceptions are ridiculous. I just made this case on the show the other day. Yep. There needs to be a new stat for what that is. Those are completions from Brady. I'm not arguing Brady wasn't excellent. What I am arguing, Stephen A., is that Brady had to throw the ball 44 times. He has a running game. He has 2 good running backs. His defense looked better. Andrew Luck had to throw the ball 59 times.
Because
and his receivers aren't on the field.
Half.
And he has no running game. And he has no defense. And he doesn't have Bill. Reich I like, but he's not Bill Belichick.
Look, man, seriously, like, why do you hate Tom Brady? Like, what are you doing?
Stop saying that.
You're turning it into
hate. Well,
hate? That's a strong word.
This is a man.
Don't make me come to Max's defense. That's inaccurate.
2 years we're going on this, plus 2 years on this Cliff thing. Clearly, there's some psychological motivation going on here. There's something besides the box
That I would agree with. There is psychological motivation. Because he wants to stick to his Cliff analogy.
Listen, are you suggesting that I hate teams from the Massachusetts area? How dare you? I resemble that remark. But the point is, Will, that you immediately, right off the top, you turn this into a referendum on Tom Brady's career versus Andrew Luck's.
Because,
we're not voting on who had the better career here. I understand. Let's talk about last night.
That's the
working
point.
With much less. Andrew Luck was throwing more accurate balls into tighter coverage against a better defense last night without the benefit of a running game.
Max, I must confess, in order for y'all to have a debate, you have to let the man speak. You've interrupted him on several occasions. Calm down, Mr. L.A. guy. Calm down.
Common tactic. I've experienced it from multiple places in my career. Interrupt me to stop the genius.
I just looked out for you. Go ahead.
Max, limit it to last night, man. Clearly. Limit it to last night, and Tom Brady wins the debate hands down. It's not close. Luck, I genuinely root for the guy. The guy has an amazing talent. He's so likable, and he's great. But he's not the same. And I see everybody last night going, oh, man, the arm strength's back. It's clearly there. And there were moments when he fired that touchdown pass into the end zone to the tight end. What is it, swoop? He had swoop, whatever. He fired it. We saw the arm. There were other times, and you didn't point this one out, Max. He did overthrow some guys. He underthrew.
I did say that.
Oh, I know you didn't say this part. He underthrew some as well. Mm-hmm. He had Ebron wide open, and he almost put it in the dirt. The only reason he didn't.
That's why, Will. But Will, that's why. That's actually arguing that he's more impressive. We can clearly see Andrew Luck isn't healthy right now.